Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Got some news about Kosovo and Serbia, and the news are, I would say, neutral. I think they're going to lead to what's going on here with this issue in Kosovo will escalate. Even though they probably try now to de-escalate the situation, I don't see that happening, because you have some issues of foundational issues. You try to patch here and there, and you put banners on a house, and you make it nice to look outside, but the foundation is cracked. So this house is going to collapse. I'm talking about Kosovo Serbia house. They try to make it work. The foundation is not stable. It's going to collapse, that's for sure. So let's see. This article comes from Reuters from August 5, 2022. This is the title: Serbia, Kosovo leaders to discuss tensions at Brussels August 18 meeting. So the leaders of Serbia and Kosovo will meet in Brussels on August 18 to discuss a flare-up of tensions between the neighboring Western Balkan nations, the European Union executive said on Friday. Now, I have a question. Why Brussels? Why not Beijing? Why not Tehran? Why not, Jerusalem? Why not Ankara? Why Brussels? And I'm going to make a case against it, obviously, and that's not because I have something against picking Brussels, but Brussels is the if you want to take it like this, the capital of the European Union. European Union is an entity, a country, if you want to call it that way, right? Like United States of America, like Russia, like China, a country. Now, it's true that these two countries are on the continent of Europe, but they're not in European Union. They're not. So therefore, why would that be appropriate for the Brussels to take care of this, and not United Nations, let's say? And why not, let's say, I don't know, let's pick a country. I can't really pick a country in Europe like that, but as I said, Ankara, close by. You say, well, it's not in Europe. So, okay, let's take Budapest. Why not? Why the European Union's capital, if you want to call it that way? But let's move on. They are the ones who organize things. So, and I'm quoting: the aim of the upcoming meeting in Brussels is to move the dialogue between Pristina and Belgrade. For this is something that is very much needed at the highest level, European Commission spokesperson Peter Stano told the news briefing. Tensions came to a head last week after Kosovo said it would oblige Serbs living in north of the country and using Serbian car license plates to apply for plates issued by Pristina's institutions. After protests, implementation of the order was delayed, but strains remain between Serbia and Kosovo, which declared independence from Serbia 14 years ago. Stano said he could not anticipate the outcome of the talks in Brussels between Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić and Kosovan Prime Minister Albin Kurti. And I'm quoting: "It is already a very important step that they are both coming to Brussels to discuss how to move forward and how to prevent situation that we have seen in the past, a situation of stagnation, of tensions, of not solving open issues," he said. Kosovo, and this is the last paragraph of this article, which always leaves us with what we have to take out of it. Kosovo has been recognized as an independent state by more than 100 countries, but not by Serbia. So you got that? Now let me remake this paragraph in a way that would be positive, not towards Kosovo. You would say, yeah, but it's reality. But what I'm going to say, it's also going to be reality, but it's going to be from a different angle. So here, this is Kosovo has been recognized as an independent state by more than 100 countries, but not Serbia. Okay. The current total number of countries on this globe is 194, if I remember correctly. 194. So they say by more than 100. Believe me, if it would be 120, they would put that over there, or they will say more than 120. So probably it's 101, 102, 103 at the most, let's say. Maybe there are more, but they don't have too much to say, but they try to emphasize more than 100. Okay, and I will make it this way. Kosovo has not been recognized as an independent state by almost 100 states, and including Serbia, Romania, which is a European member state, Russia, and I would mention some important states. So how would that sound? Which is all factual. I will push it a little bit further, and I say by almost 100, because if you have 103, let's say, and you have 100 and let's say 104 countries, and this is recognized, let's say, by if there are 194 countries and is recognized by 103 or 104, remain 90 countries. So I will make almost 100. From 90 I will jump to 100. So almost 100 countries did not recognize Kosovo, including, and I'm going to use some European member states that did not recognize to make my case that, see, even democracies, democratic in the European Union, didn't recognize that. So I make it even stronger. But it's not like that, because you and I know how this is made towards that. Now, going to Brussels, if you hear what this guy tries to, my bad, tries to make out of this, he's like a very, sounds like a balanced, civilized person. And I'm going to point it out, like, it is already a very important step that they are both coming to Brussels to discuss how to move forward and how to prevent situation that we have seen in the past, a situation of stagnation, of tensions, and not solving open issues. How about this? They say here to discuss, first, they're coming to Brussels. They shouldn't come to Brussels. Off. First thing. Second one, to discuss how to move forward. How to move forward? How about Kosovo goes back to Serbia? Is that moving forward, or that's moving backward? For the Serbs, it will be moving forward, because that's going to be a change, of course. Say, yeah, but bringing it back, well, it should have been taken in the first place, if you ask the Serbs, right? So it's actually not coming back, it's not being given anywhere. All right, let's move on. And how to prevent situations that we have seen in the past? Well, the situations were created by the defensive alliance called NATO that bombed Yugoslavia in 1999, and then so on. That's the situation. Oh, you say, well, they were exterminating the Albanians. Well, it's kind of, if they exterminated the Albanians, which is wrong, then we go to Ukraine right now, and then you say, hey, that's why the Russians intervened, Russia being NATO, intervened, so the Russians were not killed by the Kiev regime since 2014, right? Oh, no. Okay, and then we go different here. A situation of stagnation. Well, we don't want a situation of stagnation. We want to move forward with Kosovo going to Serbia. How about that? The stagnation we are right now, because you're not moving forward into returning what was taken by force. I'm just, exaggerating, looking at this from the Serbs' perspective. Why? Because I choose so. I don't think it was something that that NATO should have been involved, and that was NATO's duty to bombard a independent country that had a problem within its borders. Maybe it would have been a United Nations issue, but it wasn't, because it did not get the United Nations approval and vote. So that's why they acted unilaterally, which was illegal. So I have a problem with that. They should have solved it within, like they tried to solve it in Ukraine, right? But no, the Russians intervened. Not right. Well, if that's not right, NATO was not right. And then we have here a situation, stagnation of tensions. Tensions will always be until you brainwash Serbs all together in a few generations. Then the tensions will dissipate. Of not solving open issues. Well, an open issues is right there, and it's mentioned in the last paragraph. Kosovo has been recognized as an independent state. So that's the open issue that the Serbs will always have in front of their eyes and in their hearts. And unless you cut that heart out and replace it with some US dollars, then you cannot make them forget. Sorry, no, that's something else that money can't buy sometimes. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.